Today we observe freedom, the end of slavery in the U.S. after the Civil War. People across the country celebrating today in many ways. Here in Madison County, some leaders observed with a community conversation. Jasmine Bird was there and fills us in.
Madison County hosting its second annual Juneteenth community conversation earlier today, touching on what some might consider a harsh reality, the idea of colorblindness.
As it relates to the notion of colorblindness, I don't believe in it. I think that color boldness, color conscious, race conscious, and not being afraid to stand, talk about it, engage it, and believe in it will move us forward as a society.
This O Freedom 2024 event was hosted by District 6 Commissioner Violet Edwards, making it very clear that it's all about opening the community's eyes to a viewpoint they may not have ever seen before.
And when you sit beside somebody, maybe not even from your neighborhood, but you'll be able to look at them and say, that's what I'm talking about. That's right. On the record. I know that's right. I know that's right. That is why we are here today.
Open and honest community conversation discussing the notion of a colorblind society, also highlighting that parents have an important role to play by teaching kids about the ideology of color at an early age.
If we don't teach our children, and when I say our children, I mean our whole nation of children,
at the end of the day, teach them history. As dark and as tragic as it may seem.
The way that I have learned to talk about things is different from the way that my kids have learned to talk about things. The way that my parents learned to talk about things. And so we all have to start from what is our common ground.
So when we talk about education, it has to come from a space of the fullness of who we are as a society, not just this blanket of colorblindness to make us feel comfortable.
In Huntsville, Jasmine Bird, Fox 54 News.